All right, so today we're gonna be working on Ryan's truck. My brother, say hi.
Hey, what's up?
So what are we gonna be doing today on the truck, Ryan?
Fixing shit.
Yeah. What are we doing right now?
Hey, bullshit. We are gonna rewire this fucking light bar because the wiring is a disaster. And none of the lights work. And it affects the whole goddamn fucking truck.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing today.
Where are we at right now?
Well, we're to the point where we're gonna take the light bar off, but I don't want it to fall down after I take the last bolt out. So
Yeah.
we have a jack underneath of it just in case.
Hold it up.
Because you're lazy holding the camera up and can't help a guy out.
Yeah, it's true.
Just doing fat bitch things, you know?
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
See how fancy that is?
Yep.
Big deal.
All right, of course we got the drinks here.
Twisted tea for my sensitive ass. Kind of a snowflake.
Struggling getting these bolts off in here. Busted the back one off. Yeah, a bit rusty. Busted the back one off. And there's no room down there to get the wrench in there, so. Gonna get the old ratchet out. There we go.
There she broke loose. Everything's always got to be positioned in the right place for this, you know?
Yeah.
Easiest access.
Easiest access for sure. What else we got planned to work on the truck today?
Oh. Clean it.
Clean it up.
Straighten the bumper out.
Yep.
Fix my headlights. Grease it. Fix my air lines, my electric hookup for the trailer.
Yeah, the lights weren't working on the trailer.
No, everything's fucked.
Yeah. So you can see the bumper up here. We gotta look, you know, sometimes it's just like that, but you got a little yellow paint on there. What happened there?
Somebody ran into me.
Yep. Swift driver, I'm sure.
Yep.
Yeah. The Swift driver was in the stockyard or what?
Yeah.
So, got to clean that up a little bit. His headlights are super dim, so we gotta he's gonna try to buff the headlights out, and that way it's.
Cut and polish.
Yeah. What's that?
Cut and polish.
Cut and polish the headlights. Eventually, soon he's gonna get new headlights. So, gotta pull this back out, and then this side, I think it just needs to be all together adjusted. So, gonna do that and go from there. So, oh yeah, new stickers. Gonna put new stickers on tonight too.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah. So, there you can see we got the whole light bar off now. You gotta open it right up or what?
What?
You gotta open the light bar up.
Yep.
We thought about washing it before we pulled it in, didn't we?
Yep, thought about it.
Yeah.
A bit too cold for that though.
State of thought.
Yep.
So, all right. All right, so we got a little bit farther here. We got all of our bolts out. How far we get, Ryan? What do we got done so far?
We got the whole back plate taken off there and exposed all the wiring. That's a complete disaster. Now we're gonna start
What did we find out when we pulled it off here?
cutting and rewiring it all. Well, as you can see, the wires got rubbed open and they started corroding, and basically the wires just falls apart after that. So.
Wasn't there one broken even?
Yeah, there's one broken off.
Right there. So what are we gonna do
It's
then?
gonna be a complete fun disaster.
Yeah.
We're gonna cut all the wiring and completely rewire it and
Okay.
get rid of this complete disastrous mess here. And clean it up a little bit.
How does this happen? People don't know what they're doing when they're doing
Exactly.
it. Yeah.
Done deal.
All right.
Let's get back to work.
Well, you just cutting the wires out.
Yeah, it's getting a quick fix job that I did there earlier in Kentucky.
Oh, I see.
Tore apart here because it's not good.
See, there's another wire that's wore through right there, huh?
Yeah, they're all over. You can see the blue. Wherever this blue stuff is, there is corrosion. So the wires will just corrode out and fall apart, and soon you don't even have a wire in there. As you can see here, this is a good example of it.
Yep.
Corroded out and split apart.
Part of the reason half the trailer lights don't work when you have it plugged in, huh?
Exactly. This is actually what I think is the problem, because this will short out in here and then affect every light on the truck after that. So we're gonna cut out these connectors. We're gonna cut out these connectors and bypass them completely and just
okay.
rewire everything and have everything
Simple.
and covered. We're gonna
Covered.
shrink wrap over top of every connector and have shrink wrap basically over all the wiring.
And what does the shrink wrap do?
Just protects it from rubbing through.
Gotcha.
Pretty much.
All right, well, we'll get this cut out and keep her moving. All right, so we're gonna wire a new wire on here.
Alright.
And what are we doing right now?
Oh, we're gonna put a little terminal grease in there. It's the proper way to do it.
What does the terminal grease do?
It gives it a good connection. Slide it over top of the wire, twist it around a little bit. Notice it's really short, but at the moment we have no other option here.
And you're crimping the wire in there then?
Exactly, yep. Just like that. And you can heat that up and it'll shrink down on top of that wire.
Okay. What are you doing there?
I'm gonna strip the wire so we can stick this side into the other side of the connector.
And that just exposes more wire so you can stick it in there?
Right.
And doing that just crimps the wire and pinches it on.
Yeah, it holds it in there. Yep.
Okay.
Crimps it down on top of the wire and can pull on it. Don't come undone.
And now we just need a lighter.
Heat gun.
Heat gun.
Which is somewhere. It's white because I painted it.
You painted the heat gun?
Oh, yeah. We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about those things.
Oh, this was it. Oh, no. Yeah, see, it's half white.
Oh,
It's actually
right there.
supposed to be. It's good quality.
Got the heat gun. You can just use a lighter too, can't
It's
you?
fourth grade. No, you can't.
Oh,
You can use like a torch, but you gotta hold it far enough away that it doesn't start it on fire.
oh, I see.
Because they'll start burning.
Oh, really?
You know, it's better to use a heat gun.
Okay.
I got a good.
Started her up. So use a heat gun, not a lighter. Or a torch. Alright.
If you have one. Get it heated up there.
Gotta get it warmed up.
There you can see how it just starts crimping around the wires.
And that basically seals it up so no water can get in there,
Exactly,
right?
yep.
Yeah.
See how the grease just pushes out of there?
Yeah. What is that? Oh,
That's the terminal grease.
that's the terminal grease you put in there.
So you can see now that it's all sealed up around there.
All right. So now we're just gonna do that basically across all the wires.
Right, I got all my wiring right here. We're gonna run our new red, white, and black wires all to the center. As you can see, this disaster is very pointless and completely wired wrong. They got wires connected all over that doesn't make any sense, and I don't like it. So
We're just gonna clean her up and make it
Yep, you'll see when we're done.
more sensible. All right, we'll show you the finished product. All right, so now we're starting to put on what, the shrink wrap, and
We're putting on shrink wrap and connectors for our first two lights,
okay.
and it is going pretty well.
So what's special about these crimpers that you got today?
Absolutely nothing.
Why do you like them more than
I
other
don't know, the
crimpers?
crimpers on the front, not the back side. Well, I mean, it does have crimpers on the back side.
Oh, I see.
It's hard to get a whole handle around.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't even have my old set, but it was basically identical to this, except longer, and it had the crimpers inside.
Okay.
So every time you had to crimp it, you had to put it down like that.
Yep.
For example, like this, and you have to crimp it like that. And then if you're working on wires that are together and you try to crimp something in here, it gets stuck.
Oh, gotcha.
And yes.
So you can see here how we're going from light to light and just wiring the wires together.
Yep.
And that's what we're gonna do all the way across, or half each, half? Like this half and then the other half?
Right, we'll connect these three lights into the center.
Okay.
Where it plugs in.
Yep.
And then we'll run those three lights to the center, identical to this side.
Gotcha. So that'll eliminate all those other extra wires that we had.
Right.
So then you are gonna, this stuff shrinks down on the wires?
Yep, it's all shrink wrap.
More terminal grease.
Yep. Getting all fancy and stuff.
Do you wait till the end to shrink wrap, or do you do it right after this?
I'll do it after this one.
All right.
Well, we gotta connect this wire first, and then I'll shrink wrap.
Oh, gotcha.
Rippers. We're cutting wires.
Cutting wires?
The new wiring.
Where are we gonna run this from?
Oh, we're gonna run it from this to this.
Okay.
Gonna run 3 more connectors.
Yep.
Going from here to here, and then we're gonna jump from there. Put 3 more wires on there, and we're gonna run out the center,
Oh, okay.
which would be this right here.
To our main plug.
Right.
Got it.
Exactly.
All right, so now we're gonna shrink down the shrink wrap around the wires, right?
Yep. And the wire connectors.
And the wire connectors.
Yep.
And this is just like the blue things, right? Where it just prevents water and stuff from getting down the wires.
Yep. Keeps everything together nice.
How do you know when you've shrunk it enough?
I just go over it for a little while, make sure it's all done.
Make sure it's tighter on the wires, basically.
Kind of go around both sides with it, make sure everything is heated up and shrunk.
Okay. Oh yeah, you can see it just shrinking down.
Yep. You gotta make sure you do both sides, even on the connectors and stuff.
Those
You heat on one side and it'll only melt one side. Leaves it open on the other side.
On those connectors you're talking?
Yeah, because you can see this side's shrunk down. You turn it around here and there's still a big gap on this side. So you can sit there and hold it on this side, but you're not actually going to shrink this side. So it's good to get both sides in to make sure you're shrunk over top of it good. And the heat gun's always good to use because you can literally hold it on top of this and it's not going to start on fire, but it melts it really nice.
Oh, I see.
Because if you try to use a torch, you got to hold it back.
Yep.
And a lot of times the flame will hit it a couple times, it'll turn it black. It'll start burning the plastic.
Oh, I actually ran into that doing my own wires.
Yeah, it's not fun.
I didn't know that.
And then we're going to take this black one, which is a 1/2 inch, slide it over top of all these.
Okay.
And then shrink.
Oh, shrink it right here on that one.
Yeah. So it covers everything nicely. Because we don't want corrosion is the biggest thing. Want to stay away from that.
That's way cleaner than the last person that did it all.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna continue on getting this all wired across into the center like we said we're gonna do there. And then we'll show you the finished result. All right, so we got it wired up here, all fixed up. This is what it's looking like here. Way cleaner, huh?
Yeah, this is going to be the finished product right here.
This is what it's gonna look like when it's all done.
That way it stays in the center, it's nice and clean, it won't rub anywhere, wires won't get rubbed open.
What's the stuff that you're putting on there?
This is shrink wrap. I shrink wrapped and covered everything, so it'll prevent rubbing through and corrosion anywhere. And then all 3 of these are gonna run out that hole, 'cause that's the back plate.
Okay.
And then we have on our plug-in here,
Yep.
we got the running lights, left blinker, right blinker, and then ground, and then reverse light. And then we're gonna wire everything up on from this plug, and it's just gonna be clean wiring out the ass end of it rather than this gobbed up fucking
This is what it.
mess.
This is what it did look like.
Yeah,
Look at this.
this is what was inside the light bar. This mangled up crap.
Wow. And this is what it is
It
now.
looks like, and this is
Look
gonna
at
be the
this.
finished product over here.
That's almost finished, and this is finished. Look at
This
this.
is gonna run straight down the center.
Straight down the center. Wow, that's looking good, man.
Okay guys, this is the finished product of the light bar here. Got everything wired up. Shrink wrapped and wrapped in got it wrapped in plastic wire covering here, and then siliconed around all the wires connections, so it'll prevent from getting any salt and or water in the connections, prevent any corroding. And it's gonna run out the center. So we got the wiring to run out the center. The right and the left running lights and blinker wiring. So we're gonna let this sit and dry, and then I'll put the back panel back on it and run the wiring through that hole, and then get it hooked back up to the plug.
All right, so we got it all wired up. We had to take this back off here because we had to loosen the mount up. Our bolts weren't lining up on here. So now we got all the bolts lined up and everything fits like it should, huh?
Oh fuck, yep.
Putting some.
She's fucking man.
Are you using the same kind of bolts or a different kind of bolt?
I'll just put new bolts in there, same bolts.
Same. Because the other ones were rusted or something, weren't they? Did you put the grade 8 bolts in there?
Yeah. Galvanized.
Now we'll get our tighten down, and we made sure all the lights worked before we completely mounted it up, huh?
Yep.
Because we know how that would go. Did you show that how you put the caulk around here?
Yeah, I did.
All right. So now we're just reapplying the caulk to seal it up again.
Yep. And it also helps give it that extra rubbery seal effect so it doesn't vibrate.
Oh.
The vibration really wrecks this shit.
Getting awful fancy.
Yep.
Did you see the wiring?
Uh-huh. That's beautiful though he did. It's one to the next one,
Yep.
to the next one there like that. And then it won't jiggle or nothing. Then.
Right, and then you see how I did the caulk around the...
Okay, so we got all the wires connected up now, right?
Yeah, we just got into a little bit of a mess trying to figure out why it wouldn't. When I hooked up the lights, they were always on bright for some reason. I figured out that I hooked them up wrong.
Our tail lights here.
I cut off the, what do we got here? The plug on both sides because the female end of the plug was corroded out really bad. And we just connected the wires right. We eliminated the plug and connected all the wires right together. And then I did meltable connectors. Put terminal grease inside each connector. Put the connectors together, wires together. Melted those and then slid heat shrink over top of that. And then I'm just getting this kind of taped together. Make it a little easier to slide the couple big pieces of shrink wrap I have to cover up the connections and hold all the wiring together. So we're gonna have this piece here, and then I got another piece slide over these.
So that's just gonna cover it all up and make it a lot
It'll
more.
cover it and hold everything together and prevent it from
Getting wet and corroding.
right, exactly.
I see.
And then we will cover everything up with the
Oh,
plastic
okay.
wire cover after we get this done.
And what does the plastic wire cover do?
Basically it just gives it extra protection, so like if it sits there and rubs against this metal, it's
Yep.
not gonna wear through the wiring
Okay, I see.
instead of the... And this also, these have glue inside of them. So when you heat them up like that, if you see the moisture there, the glue heats up and activates, and these will get stuck right where they're at.
Oh, really?
You will not be able to hardly peel them off after you get them on there. So now it's just basically cleaning everything up, and then we're done. And then it's on to the next project.
On to the next project. All right, we're gonna celebrate the
Well,
we got her done,
I
right?
think we did it.
How do we test this out?
I just got done working on a Peterbilt and lowered my seat, so I'm classified to be near a Peterbilt. And
Oh,
do
yep,
the old kick test.
yep.
Done deal. It works. You want to see the finished product on the backside?
Yeah, let's
Bring
check it
over
out.
here. We got everything wired up,
Wow.
shrink wrapped, and then covered in plastic wire cover to prevent
gonna
it
tie
from
that
rubbing
back
anything.
farther?
No, I'll just let it hang there.
Like
It'll
for
be
real?
fine, just like that. Yeah,
Oh,
for real. Yep, that way it's not pulling up on any wires
I see.
down here. But yep, she's a done deal.
it works. All right. All right, we got the light bar all done, and now we are working on the trailer plug light. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the electric plug-in for the trailer.
Another corrosion issue here too.
Really bad corrosion. We are just let's see here. I actually got the, as you can see, this was what was on there, and you can see the corrosion build up right there, and the wires were broke open and half corroded apart. And none of the lights really worked very well, so I cut about an inch off the wiring to get back into good wires, and rewiring it, and then we're gonna caulk around this so when we slide the rubber seal over top, it actually seals it watertight instead of just pushing it over there and hoping that it does, because it literally never does.
Do we have to add any wire on, or are they all long enough?
No, they're all long enough. We'll actually have to cut a couple of them shorter to get them to fit, alright?
So how do you know where to put the wires on these?
They are right here on the ends. It says the initials of the color on there.
Oh, okay. Well, that make that pretty easy
Yeah.
then.
Trim that down a little bit, I suppose.
What's this stuff that you're putting on there?
It's the same thing as the
Terminal grease?
terminal grease,
Oh, I
except
see.
it's just a little, it's better. It helps fight against corrosion.
Ah. So you just
It'll
put the-
actually stop corrosion.
Oh, really?
So
So you just put the wire in there and then tighten that
tighten
little
the screw. Yep.
And then what does that do?
Put everything in the way here. It just locks the wire in there. There you go. Can't pull it out.
I see.
Then you just look at your next one, and that one says yellow, so the yellow wire will go into that one. And just proceed around red, green, brown, and then yeah.
So made power wire.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to get this hooked up.
Alright, so the project for now is going to be, we're going to paint the lettering and numbers on the tires white. And I know I didn't wash my truck off before I pulled it in here. It was a little bit cold to do that, so what I'm going to use is the scrubbing bubbles and just spray it on there and get a good nice and thick coat of it on there and let it kind of see it foams and then disappears, and you can see it pull the brown dirt right out of it. When it starts getting a little bit runny like that, just take it, wipe it off like that. And, I mean, you can see how much dirt it pulls out right there. And you go up and down on the tire letters here. Get her nice and cleaned out. Do that a couple times. Make sure it's fairly clean there. We'll let that dry. Come over here to where we started on the back already. You see the reason why you kind of want to keep it clean is the ends of these paint pens will pick up dirt and it starts making the white paint brown. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Looks like shit, so it's better to make it right the first time.
All right, so now we got a bunch of other stuff done, and now we are gonna do a what, Ryan?
We are putting on our new stickers.
Okay,
It's at least on to a different company
I see.
out of Tennessee. And I started already because, you know, couldn't figure out how to operate that old video camera there. And got her halfway on. We marked the halfway point on the box with white, like what is it?
Just like a little marker
Wax
thing.
pen, kinda. And I marked halfway on the sticker too. Well, see, kind of irritated me a little bit because they didn't center the stickers. So I just did center of the DOT on the bottom and went up from there. As you can see, the center of the actual ETI is 3/4 of an inch off of center from the DOT, which is not what I wanted. I wanted everything to be centered. But we're just gonna go with it and probably order new stickers later on, but I gotta get these on there for now. So we're just gonna take and peel back. And gotta peel the rest of the white off here.
What'd you have to go find?
We just went and got, what did we do? I just need to get that new hose piece for my truck.
There's airline. This is irritating. I really don't like these stickers at all.
Oh, your M and your E are gonna be all.
No, it's not tearing. They just like, when you peel it off, the part, like the inside of the white wants to stick to the stickers. And then they didn't center.
Now we're working on the headlight. And what did we come to find out on this thing?
Quality.
Yeah, quality is right. About like how everything else is wired, huh?
There's 2 connectors and matter of like 6 inches.
Here, let me
And
get a better view of this.
they're amazing, you know, non-meltable connectors that are in a really unique area here.
One of the problems we're having is the light is really
It's dim. Yeah. Trying to figure out why.
So we're gonna reconnect these and maybe that's the problem.
Probably not.
All right, you guys, so we're finished up here now on the truck. Kind of running out of time here to do more stuff, but I'll kind of give you a quick walk around of the truck, show you what we did to it, and go from there. So you can see here, we kind of thought about starting to do the white lettering. Like I said, we kind of ran out of time on that. We got his light bar remounted back up, and all the lights work on it now. You can see how he did a nice job getting the wires cleaned up even here and protecting them all there. They won't get damaged, and they're protected against all the water and corrosion and stuff. So the other thing we were working on is the electric plug-in for the trailer, because underneath where all the wires go in, they were all corroded and like falling off. So we got that fixed up, and then he caulked around the wires and then put the rubber cover back up on it, and then zip tied the cover around there. So you can see we drilled these holes out a little bit bigger and put new bolts across the plate here, and then straighten this mount out. So we got that done. Put new stickers on the steps, new number up there, put new striker pins on there so the doors just shut and stay shut now. They don't pop back open. He went through and greased up his truck. We took the light off to see if we could figure out what the wiring was on there, or why the light is staying dim. We're not 100% sure on that yet, but you can see he greased his truck all up. So that's about what we got done this time around. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for the next video. We'll be working on one of our trucks soon here again, but we're gonna go hopefully haul a load tomorrow and then be back for Christmas, have another couple days off, and go from there. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please like and please subscribe, because we are gonna be putting out more videos, and hopefully they're helpful for you guys. And if they are, please comment below. If they're not helpful, comment below. So, all right, we'll see you on the next video, guys.